Hello friends, and welcome back to the channel. It is Angela. If you are new, I enjoy doing art, paper crafting, junk journals, some DIY, and a whole lot of thrifting for vintage treasures. And if you have been around a while, welcome back. I appreciate you. Thanks for all your kind comments and for subscribing. Well, we are on day 7 of December Daily. And you might have seen my short yesterday. I got everything ready for the week. I'm going to try to do a couple videos today. What I'm finding is that I need to probably, excuse me, be a little more expedient. So I'm doing a little more pre-work than I would normally do, say if I were doing a tutorial video. So if you have questions throughout this that I may not have answered because of, time crunch, not to worry, please put them in the comments and I'll be sure to answer those. I do read all of your comments. I do answer all your questions. I don't always get to respond to every comment depending on what my life looks like. But if you're following along, we have some others that are joining in that you may know. We have Pam Van E. We have Dale at Not Too Shabby Chic. We have, let's see, BB at BB's Closet Creations, and Kelly at Root Pursuit. Now, this is a very open collaboration, Hashtag December Daily 2, the number 2, the word restore, the letter U. And that you can start at any time. You don't have to do it, using the index cards and the Rolodex. You can do whatever you want. I've just provided prompts, which are still on sale in my Etsy shop. To restore you. It is in the description below, and you can pop over, get those, use your own. You do not have to follow mine, but if you want to, awesome, craft along with me. I think that's it. Today, I found this in my stash, and I was like, what did I do here? I don't know. But I really liked it. So the words for today are Advent, cookies, and hat. So my thought was, well, we could create something that we could stick little Advent things in. So 12 little pockets. So we're going to attempt to replicate this. And I will show you to the best of my ability how we're going to do that. And we'll just get started. But first, to save a little time, we're just going to finish up. I've already put this little piece down. This is from, let me look. I just printed out a whole bunch of, from Craft Art Story on, what's that place called? Etsy. And she has lots of really cute retro pieces. So I spent some time this weekend and cut a bunch of them out. And I thought, well, this was kind of cool. I mean, yes, when it goes into my Rolodex, it's going to be sideways. But remember, the intent is for me to make a bunch of ephemera. So I have it at the ready, whether it's vertical or horizontal. I don't care. It doesn't matter. But I thought maybe just adding just a little tab to the little guy who's shoveling the snow. I was just going to say, we really haven't had any snow yet, but we have had snow, but not a lot. And then I thought to myself, I shouldn't say that. Because inevitably we will have a lot. All right, so this is a pretty small little flippy flap. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you open it up. It's got 6, 7, 8 pockets. And then it has another flip, and it just has some writing space. So I think I should probably put that into my what do you call it? My idea book, my templates. So what we're going to do, I went ahead and these are just, what size are these? Okay, we'll see. We'll see what I did. This is the front. This is the front flap. Okay. How long are these? 4 by 6, 5 by 7? I don't remember. But you could use any size. 4.5 by probably 6.5. Yep, 4.5 by 6.5. So the first thing we're going to do before we do anything else, I think we want to zhuzh this up. And let's look at what we're going to use for our front. So all I did is I took these papers and just folded them at about the same height, or in the same way. Does that make sense? So I've got 3 of them. They are not perfectly even, but they are going to work for what we're doing. But I need to make sure that when we put these together, so we'll have essentially, I think we'll have one here, but maybe not. This might be our little, it might start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we'll flip it over and we'll have 6, 7, and then we'll have some belly bands, enough to make it, get us up to 12. And please, please ignore my fingers because I have been crafting all morning long. Why is this looking more crooked than it did? I don't know. All right, so then we need our front flap, which that will be like this piece. So what I'm thinking is that this one went all the way down. And I think what we'll just do, just to make our life easy, is just take a piece of washi with a little something, something, and put it on there because I'm kind of feeling like it today. And then we need to do some inking. All right, so we're using the blues, and I don't know if I have any blue, really. So we're just going to use this. And I'm just thinking. How do I want this to go? All right, let's do the back flap first. Okay, so we're going to take these. No, we don't want to do that. Obviously, it's been a long time. All right, hang on. This is for a belly band on that. This must be for a pocket. This is the back flap. And I was going to do a pocket and a belly band there. So let's see how I want this to go. All right, if that's going to be our back flap, I'm thinking that I want this to be stationary because this is on this index card, right? So then we need to have let's see. I'm just thinking about where I want this to hinge is all I'm thinking. Let's just take these off there so I can just look. So I could do it just a smidge here. Let's just try this. Well, that moved, but that'll give us an idea. Okay, so if I do that, it's going to be on here. And then if I have this one on here, will I be able to move everything? Let's just make sure. Okay, we're pretending that's down. Okay, this one will go up. This one technically needs to be hinged as well. So let's just, what am I doing? Goodness gracious. We're just going to hinge this just a smidgy, and then we can cut off the bottom if we want it to be. All right. So I'm just going to fold that. I feel like I didn't get that very well. I hope you guys can see me. All right, let's get that glued on. All right, we're just going to use some Fabri-Tac and pop that on first. I mean, this is not a difficult project. I don't know I'm guessing this is something I was just playing around with and did. I don't recall ever seeing a tutorial on it. I don't know. But it sure is an easy way to use like one piece of paper to create a whole, you know, or a small piece of paper and create a whole lot of pockets. Will be okay. All right, so now I'm just taking this top pocket and I'm adhering it to the very back as well. So then it will hinge, in theory. All right, I'm just going to paper clip this in between here for now. Maybe right here too. Just to make sure it's gonna stay. It feels like it's pretty good. Okay, so now we're gonna have that, and we need to adhere these. Now first, we probably, let's just do this. This is my easy method. I mean, it's not gonna be quite the same depth because they're, whoa. But at least they're pretty much lined up. All right, so now we've got this one. And then we have this one. I feel like I want to take a little more off of this one. So I'm just going to go over to here and just take a smidgy off using my, I've been having some problems with this paper trimmer and it's not been good. Okay, let's, before we do that, now are they gonna all line up? I believe they will. Okay, let's go ahead and get some ink out. I dyed some of these in advance and I think I did the wrong one for that particular one. Let's see, do I have something that's kind of a bluish? That would be kind of cute. I don't have like a powdered blue. I really like the idea of it. Well, here. This one might work. It might be really too powdery blue. We shall see. Let's test it. Right here where it's, oh, that'll work. Awesome. This is called Heavenly Blue by Close to My Heart. Have no idea if they still make it, but all we're really going to do, let's get this inked up really well. I hope you guys are all doing fantastic. Oh my gosh, I got to tell you this. You're probably like, yeah, it's not a big deal. Maybe where you live, this happens a lot, but so at our house in Iowa, it's in a development, and we've always had like, there's lots of timber. It backs up to the Camp Dodge, which is the Army National Guard. So there's lots of open space, a lot of I'm just getting this kind of around where it may show. Lots of wildlife, lots of deer, lots of coyotes, you know, pheasant, the huge, that you might see in the city limits, right? Well, the other night, well, this has been like a couple weeks ago. Ruby was there and she was just barking like crazy. And I had her, she was on the deck and she just wouldn't stop barking. And I was like, why is she barking? So I went out and I stood there and I was like, what the heck? Well, I look and what I mean, I only saw like like maybe a half dozen to 8 coyote, and they're just bebopping down the bike path. Like, you know, they own the place, out for their little nighttime stroll. And there were still kids like playing outside and stuff. And I was like, ooh, you know, that's kind of a little bit scary. And, you know, Zenny's a tiny, tiny, tiny little puppy. So we were just really cautious about it and went on about our way. Well, on, I think it was Saturday, Landon was home, and it was probably around 10 o'clock at night, and when he's home, he always likes her to sleep in his room, so he takes her out to do her business, and then gives her her medicine, and then he takes her downstairs to bed with him. And we were down in the basement, and we were coming up. I was going to go to bed, and he had the front door open, and I usually take her out the back, which is where the bike path is. And he had taken her out the front door, which the kids do that, you know, whatever's convenient at the time. And all I'm doing is inking this right now. And all of a sudden, I heard, like, this, like, you know, it's like a blood-curdling scream from Landon. And he was screaming Zenny's name. And it wasn't like a, you know, Zenny come, or, because sometimes she likes to, if there's people walking on the path, she wants to make sure that she gets to meet them and that kind of thing. And so I came running upstairs, and I ran outside, and I didn't see Landon, and I did not see the dog. And I was like, what the heck? And so then I get worried, and I'm like, Landon. And he finally responds as he's carrying Zenny back from, let's just make sure this is going to work, in his arms. And I'm like, what in the world is going on? And he said there were a bunch of coyotes on, in our yard. So our yard like backs up to the bike path, and then and it's kind of a big yard. And, oh, I just made that a mess. Well, we're going to cover it up with a piece of this. And he said, and she decided that she wanted to chase after him, or chase after them. And so she just took off. Like the coyotes wanted to meet her, and that, you know, she was going to be a great friend. I was like, oh my, I guess we got to be a little more diligent about, you know, watching her. And I don't ever take her outside. None of us do take her out without watching her. And because, like I said, she really enjoys visiting with the people and the animals who take their little walks. I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to add some tape on here too, just for extra measure. So that doesn't seem to be wanting to. So yeah, you know, I was all worried about people's kids being out there. I guess we need to be careful about little Zenny too. Oh, and Ruby as well, but I think Ruby would hold her own much more than. All right. Taking that off the back. I feel like I need to shore this up a little bit. I'm just going to skim off this little bottom piece to even it out. All right, we're good there. I'm just not gluing these until we get them where we want them. This on there. I really like more blue showing than. Okay. So let me just show you when we flip this. Maybe I should just put it on there. Technically, these are not, I mean, if you can probably tell, okay, I need to mark this, that really they'll be open on the other side. right? So they're sort of pockets on both sides, but they're actually pockets that just go through. Does that make sense? I don't know. Okay, so that's where we're going to do that one. And this is where we're going to do this one. So we're just gluing these here. And I'm just going to use my art glitter glue. We're going to glue this part of it first. And we're only gluing right here. Now, on this one, I did do, on the folded edges, I did punch them, but I think I want to wait until I flip it over, even though it might be a little bit difficult to punch them. Okay. And then we're just going to glue right here and right here. Easy peasy. And we haven't glued anything to our base. We're just putting this all together. All right, it's all pretty right now. So then when we flip this, the first layer, when we flip this over, now we have some more pockets, right? We have one here and one here. So I'm going to let that dry really well before, and I think we're good. This one had a little pocket down here. And I thought, well, that's drying. Let's just go ahead. And on the back flap, so should we put that there? Hang on. And then this one here. Or this one. I don't know if this was supposed to go. I don't know if I planned that way. Kind of like that right there. And then these right here. Okay, so let's go ahead and put these on. So we'll punch it. Now, I could have made these gusseted if I would have thought of it, but I didn't. So they're just going to be simple pockets. But that's okay. Okay, that's good. I want to look here. These are some extra things. Oh, I got cookies. I got to put some cookies. We got to make sure some of these things are going to go inside of there. Here. What about... Oh, that's kind of pretty on there. How about a belly band there? You guys see that? Yep, that looks good to me. I'm thinking, I don't think I'm going to put brads on there because I think it'll make it too bulky for this when it folds. So we'll just put this there. And maybe we'll put a, where's that word cookies? I know I had cookies. See, what my thought was, then we could put this somewhere too. So the little guy with the hat could go in there, and then we're covering all our bases. Right, let's turn this one over and put these on. And then we'll figure out how many. Hopefully we have 12. I don't know. I think in my original plan, I might have thought about doing the back, so we might not have 12. I don't know. I'll count in a moment. All right, let's put this bad boy. Well, you know what? No, because it's Santa. We could have done that with the other one. Made it go the other way. Here we go. And I'm going to make that one just a little bit higher there. There. Perfect. And then we'll go ahead and put this one down. Yeah, so the other thing, ooh, that's not quite. I'll cut it one before we glue it down. Unfortunately, Dave got the flu. So Demi and I went and got our flu shots earlier last week. And a couple of days later, she got the flu. Well, she works at a daycare. And so it isn't after school. She works at the daycare. And so she said there's been a lot of kids that have been sick. So it was no wonder that she got sick and was probably exposed to it before she even got the flu shot. So, you know, we did our best. But then Dave got it. And they were both really sick. Like, they were sick. And so I'm thinking, all right, let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, 5, 6. All right, we're at 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, look at that. 11, 12. Ta-da! I must have thought this out. I don't know. I don't remember. I'm kind of feeling like, let's see. I rounded this one. Just at the bottom. I don't think I want to do that on this one. All right, so I think we're safe to go ahead and make these into the pockets that they are. Now you'll see what I mean here in a second. Okay, pop that one closed. That would be cute to use as a little pop out, and then you could just stand it like that. Another thought. There's lots of things you could do with that. Same with this one. But we're going simple today. Yeah, so he was not feeling well all weekend, and my intent was to get all of my things together and then do some of my videos, you know, after Thanksgiving. And instead, I just did my planning because I needed to take care of him. He was not feeling good. So good news is he's feeling much better. I'm filming this on Monday, which is day 7 of the daily, December daily. And he was feeling much, much better. So he did go back to Nebraska. And now we got to think. What do we want to put on here? Well, I've got this little guy. But I don't know that I want him there. So we've got Advent, cookies, and hat. He looks cute here. For sure. I do need to pop those in. Maybe we could do something here so he doesn't seem like he's quite... There we go. And we can make that a pocket. So really, there could be 13. I'm just going to do it like that because it sounds like fun. And the one thing I didn't get out was some words. I was looking at what was I looking for? Blessed. The word blessed. Or blessings or blessed. That's our word for tomorrow. One of our words. And I mean, I even have my own Christmas words that are on my Etsy shop. And I had all those printed out. And I'm like, not even I had the word blessed or blessing. I'm like, everyone I would pull one out and I'm like, okay, Took's got to have it. No dice. The junk journal boat, they've got to have it. Nope, no dice. So I don't remember where I found the word. Oh, I think it was. I did end up finding it in one of my words. I think it was blessed, not blessing. So I'm like, well, we're just going to go for it. Okay, let's use this little one. I'm just going to make a little pop. And I'm making them a little bit, and I want this one a little bit over here. I like to offset them sometimes. I just think that looks better. And it's, you know, the cheater's way. Oh, that's the side. No wonder. We'll put that on there somewhere too. And it's forgiving, you know, so if you did like I did and did it afterwards. Okay, so we got hat. We got Advent. What do we need? Cookies. Okay, well, I've got the word cookies. And I've got little Mrs. Claus that we had, but she needs to be backed with something. Here, let's just use a piece of one of these. This one. This one kind of looks cute because it's a little more. I'll just stick it on there. It's tiny. And make this another piece of ephemera. I got an interesting call today. Or email. From someone who is wanting me to take some items off their hands from an estate. And they happen to be in the state that I'm in Iowa. So that was kind of fun and interesting. I mean, it's probably not fun for this individual. I'm sure it's very difficult. And, you know, it was a family member, so I'm sure that's not fun whatsoever. But if I can help in any way, I will do it. Okay, we're just going to glue that on there. And it allows me, it allows me to source for all of my live sales and for all of you. So there's a benefit to it. I kind of like the idea of adding this one on there too. So we're going to do it. Oh, I didn't measure. Wait a minute. Do I want it there? Well, we don't have anything really here. Let's just make this real simple. We don't need it. And then hang on, something's not straight right there. It's going to drive me crazy. So I don't know. We shall see. I'm not sure what kind of things we're talking about, but oops. I told Dave a long time ago. Well, you know, I've done it for family and, you know, helped some friends, you know, do like that kind of estate clean out thing. But I would love to do that. I mean, maybe I wouldn't once I did it. But to me, I think it would be extremely fun. I don't want to put this down until we're absolutely ready. Extremely fun to do an estate clean out or hold an estate sale or, I don't know. I just kind of dig that kind of stuff. I love to organize, and so there's that. Okay, we got that. We need something. When we know we're going to put this little guy in one of these. Okay, so let me show you the pocket deal, because that's what you probably really care about. All right, so there's this pocket. There's this pocket. This one, this one, this one, and there will be this one. Okay, now when we flip this over, let me get one of these longer pieces. Technically, see, it comes out towards this side. So really, it's not another pocket, but we're going to make it that way, depending on what we put in there. So that's what we're doing. So we could stick this in here for now. He's got a cute little hat on. This is little skater. I want something here. Oh, I also had these cookies. I just want that. I think there. I thought these were kind of cute. So maybe we'll cut out a couple of these. Let's do these two. See where we get. So anyway, needless to say, I did a lot of prepping. I did some work in the Ideals Christmas, one of the Ideals Christmas journals. So my plan is just to get them to a state in which, you know, I can show you and we can add, you know, things to it. What I am finding is I didn't have nearly as much ephemera left over from last year as I thought I did. I just thought when I put everything away, I had so much stuff. I thought for sure I had tons of it. Well, apparently not. So I did spend a little time creating some ephemera, and I did a lot from that, you know, retro kit. But each of those ideals is just a little bit different. And so one of them is more like on the retro-y one, the first one that I did. One is has a lot of kind of Victorian or historic type of, you know, stories in it. And so, which isn't really my jam all the time. So there's that. Let's see. Let's just take this down and see if we can. So that's what I've been up to, and I have not gotten into any of my other journals at all. So I haven't worked in my, there it is. I haven't worked in my tea time journal. I haven't worked in my cookbook journal, and I wanted to do a Christmas cookbook, which I've got all the stuff ready to do it. I just haven't done it yet. That's cute. So, and I knew that I haven't done any Sewing Notion Sundays, which I knew, like the Dusted Off Doers, the Sewing Notion Sundays, I probably wasn't going to get to because of doing this. So I was fine with that, but you know, this really isn't, I have to say, I thought it was going to suck up a lot more of my time because, you know, there's the preparation and all of that, but it's really not been so bad at all. Okay. Do we want to put the, maybe we'll make this into, well, we got this. You know what we could do? I know that we're going to have the word stocking coming up, right? Why don't we cut this out? Let's pre-plan. That was the other thing, is as I was going through, now that I'm becoming more familiar with some of the prompts. Yeah, I know I created them, but that doesn't mean anything. I don't remember. But I've looked at them enough now that, you know, I kind of remember. Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure I have that, or I'll go back to my prompt list if I see something in a magazine or book or one of my this, that, or the next thing. And then I just kind of keep it aside. And so that has been helpful. Like I had, well, I guess this week we have Elf too. But I had a few others. And so I just kind of plopped them in a little pile in my project bin. And now they're all ready to go. Or at least for me to refer to first, you know. So I think that'd be kind of cool. So let's see. Oh, I didn't show you day 6's. Sorry. What is tomorrow? Tomorrow is hot cocoa. Again, I couldn't find hot cocoa. I did finally. It was the Junk Journal. The Junk Journal Studio. Michelle, I think. No, Stephanie and Ben. I don't know. They pulled through for me. They pulled through. And I found my hot cocoa. So that was, and it gave me a chance to use some pinks and blues because that was what it was. So that was cool. So tomorrow is cocoa, blessings, and topper. So that won't be too bad. Cute. Okay, let's get our words out and choose our words. Use our words, kids. I used to tell my kids that all the time if they were having fits. There, now we can choose to use this for a tag or whatever, but it's done. We already got the cookie on there. All right, so we have Advent, we have cookies, and we have the hat. Now I can just attach this here to number 7. But let's get the words. The words. I don't think I have any. Maybe I do. We shall see. Oh, you know what I haven't used? I haven't even opened yet. Are these. And I really, truly think I ordered, I did this before. I got out the Christmas stuff. I know, I've organized, but I think I ordered more of these. Let's see if there's anything. These kind of look Victorian-esque. But maybe not. Oh, jeez. Oh, that one we might need to use. Confectionery. Let's just put these over here. I don't want to keep these out on my... Oh, I love that. That's pretty. All right, nothing so far. Come on, come to mama. Ooh, that's kind of cool. It's a little too long. This would be cute. Look at us. Yeah, I probably should have checked in here. Do we have wreath this week? I don't think. Oh, we do. Put that out. I know we have candy cane. Come on, there's got to be a... Oh, what's this? This would kind of be cute. Hang on, let me see how that looks. I got to look at it this way. Actually, that does look kind of cute. Like it's almost... We're just going to go for it. All right. So let's get that down. I don't know how long this one took. But yeah, I think what's going to happen is I'm going to have to be a little more... Do a little more work on the back end. And maybe do some, you know, like I did this time, cutting, and then I did that Rolodex. I'm like, okay, they know how to glue and cut out, so I'm pretty sure they'll be okay with this. And if I do anything special, I'd rather, hang on, I gotta hold this up for me to, oh, I love that. I feel like I want to, you know, what's this called? Just give it a little nip, corner around it. Well, that one didn't work very well. Huh. Just right there. Okay, now we better let that sit. All right, how many? We're doing great, 44 minutes. All right, well, we might as well look through the rest of these. Maybe some of you don't have these at home. So we got this done. We had Advent cookies and hat, and we have this one for when we get to stockings that we might be able to use. And then this was our Rolodex that I'll put back in the Rolodex file. And let me show you what we did on day 6 in case you missed it. Day 6. Now, I will tell you guys, I won't get it a Rolodex out. Oops. There we go. That's what we did, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that was boots. It was either fireplace or garland and Mrs. Claus. So that was day 6. And then, I don't know why this is there. Let me just go through these and I'll finish up. The one thing I did do is on Wednesday, the words are Christmas card, Hanukkah, and favorite gift. So what I am going to do is, okay, I may have to keep these out so I can use them instead of getting them out each time. Oh, there's another stocking. There's another December. So what I did, instead of using the number 9 card in the index cards, I moved number 9 to the 18th position and took number 18 out because Hanukkah starts on the 18th to my best recollection. So I just moved those. That's cute. Move those around so we could do it. We also have menorah, but I think that's going to work fine. I don't know that we have cranberries. Oh, there's a smaller one of those. All right, well, there's some cute ones here. Well, I think, friends, that's all I have for you today. Like I said, just a reminder, the sale is still going on until the 30th. You guys are keeping me hopping. I've just shipped out a bunch of Etsy orders this weekend and today. Dave made a run for me today. So that's awesome. I appreciate it so much. Your support for our small business is wonderful. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Because it really does help, and it's free. It's free. And until next time, which will be tomorrow, remember to take time to just be, and we'll see you soon. Cheers.